Hello, I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I am participating in the High End for Less Christmas in July DIY challenge hosted by Yanni and Diane from Deco Easy. There are a whole bunch of other women participating. I'll insert a picture here. You should check the playlist, which I will link in my description box. I'll also link the Deco Easy channel in my description box as well. For this challenge, you are supposed to go to a high-end source and find something you want to make and make it for less. Well, I looked and looked and I just couldn't find anything for Christmas that I wanted to make for less. Not yet. I feel like a lot of the department stores where I shop don't have their stuff out yet, their new stuff. So instead, I went to my Pinterest boards and found a project that I've been wanting to make. I can use this project now, and then also just by changing a few things, I can also use it for Christmas time on my porch. I love a multi-use craft. I think that'll be great. And so I'm gonna go ahead, I'll show you what you need to make this thrift flip DIY angel that you can also use for Christmas time. Let's get started. These are the supplies that I'm going to be using to make my DIY thrift flip angel. So I'm using the shutter, which I bought at a yard sale for $1. I have this burner cover from the Dollar Tree. They come 2 in a pack now for $1.25. And then some scrap pieces of wood. This is from a garden fence. I had actually already painted these for another project. And then some other wood boards, which aren't out here yet. You'll see them in a moment when we go to cut them. This project will probably take place over 2 days. So if it looks like the lighting changes, that is why. It was super hot here in Minnesota. I'm in the United States in Minnesota, and it was really hot here today. So I had to wait till the evening to be able to do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I almost forgot to share with you the paint that I'm using. I'm using this Krylon paint and primer in Satin Pistachio. That'll be for the shutter. And then I'm going to spray paint this and maybe give these another fresh coat of the white using the Rust-Oleum 2X white. And I think it's gloss. That's just what I have. So there you go. That's the paint that I'm using. It's the next day because I painted in the evening. I think the color looks great. Chris is going to help me cut the pieces for the wings. I can use the saw. I know how to use it, but he offered and I'm taking him up on it. So he's going to help me out. Is that good?
I don't know. I don't remember any of the pictures.
Maybe a little shorter. Like that. Not too much. Yeah, like that. Just trying to visualize the other. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, it's 13 inches. We're gonna put 13 inches on each side and then probably go in like, let's see, 2 inches, I think. 2 inches and 2 inches. That should make something like maybe 3 inches. We'll see. There's our pup. There's hubby.
Hello. Will you hold this?
Sure, babe. It's a very inexact thing. We're just going by what it looks like, but we figure about 2 inches in makes almost like a 45-degree angle. And then the next piece will be 2 inches in, and then that'll be our wing. Yep. You can cut these on an angle, but I just don't want to. I like the rustic look, and it's easier to not have to do the angled cuts. So, I mean, we have the miter saw. We could do that, but I just don't want to. Anyway, it's a kind of like a, this is up to you kind of project. So that's what we've decided to do. I should add these boards are from a box spring that we got rid of because we got a different mattress. And so we took the box spring apart. I saw the bottom of it. I was like, Chris, I could use those boards. So we took them apart. They are not treated for outdoor. So I will need to paint them. If I didn't want to paint them, I would have to stain them and seal them up. But I'll need to paint them with some outdoor worthy paint so that they have some protection. I'm going to use my spray paint because it is indoor outdoor paint, and it's primer too. But that's what these boards are. All right, so here's what the wings will look like. I think it's going to be so cute. I'm excited. Chris just pointed out that I now have 3 boards that I can make mini wings with, and I have a little shutter, so that would totally work. Cute. I'll be saving those. Update. I don't like the coverage I'm getting with the spray paint. It's going to be easier to brush it on. So I'm going to use an outdoor white paint that we have in the garage. I'm waiting out a sun shower. It started to rain all of a sudden out of nowhere. Anyway, I'm sitting on my swing, which I need to paint. Also, we had to switch out some boards. I'm gonna turn this around. I had to switch out some boards. I'll tell the story of this swing in another video. But I need to paint this. I was thinking about doing it today, but not if it's gonna rain. The rain was a bit persistent, and then we started to get thunderstorms, so I had to move the operation inside. So forgive the camera angles here, but enjoy my puppy because she's pretty cute. So what I'm doing here is creating a bow for the little flower arrangement that I'm gonna make to go on my angel. This is not intended as a bow tutorial. There are tons of those on YouTube that are done really well. I was not filming at a good angle to do that. But you can see I basically form a loop and then twist. Form a loop and then twist. And the whole time I'm holding it in the middle with my other hand. So I make a loop and twist and hold, make a loop and twist and hold. And I do that until this time I was using all of the ribbon. So I basically did it till the end of the ribbon roll. You can see the end there. By the way, this is Dollar Tree ribbon. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then I take my floral wire that I cut ahead of time. That's key. And you basically take it and just twist it around the center of your bow. So I'm taking it and I'm tightly twist, twist, twist. And then you just kind of fluff the loops until you like the shape of the bow. And I did leave a tail when I started, like a leg, some people call it a tail, and then I left one at the end. And then on this bow, I actually had made another bow and I just put the two together because I wanted a really full bow, but the ribbon from Dollar Tree is just not long enough for that. So I just used some floral wire to wire the two bows together. Next, I wanted to make a little bouquet. This is for the spring and summer angel. So when she's out on my porch or in my garden, I actually might use it out in my garden. So these are florals mostly from the Dollar Tree. They're white. I just wanted to keep it simple. And I'm just using some floral wire to wire them together first. And then I took more of that same ribbon and I just tied it around the top of the stems. And then I just wrapped the burlap ribbon around the stems. I'm just trying to like cover up the stems so that they don't look so ugly when my angel is holding them. And to finish it up, I just used a little hot glue to glue the ribbon in place. And using the long ends of the floral wire on the back of the bow, I just used the wire to attach the bow to the floral arrangement. To create some accessories for the angel for Christmas time, I used one of these berry garlands, not this one because this one had red and orange, but some of them had two shades of red and that's what I chose. And I just wrapped it 3 times to make kind of like a little halo. And I took the end of the berry garland and wrapped it around those 3 loops of garland to just make them wrapped more tightly as a halo shape. And then I glued 2 magnets to my halo just to be able to attach it to the head of the angel and to be able to remove it. To replace the angel's white floral arrangement, I created this wreath using grapevine garland that I had in my stash. I wired Christmas greenery to it using green floral wire and attached this little church ornament from the Dollar Tree also using green floral wire. Then I created another bow using the same method with this black and red ribbon and used more floral wire to attach it to the wreath. And then I just flipped it over and fluffed the bow. This makes a great little standalone wreath, but I also like it for the angel to hold on my porch. Next came the fun part of assembling the angel. I had gone back and forth about how I wanted to attach the head and even how I wanted to attach the stake, the little piece of wood, to the head. In the end, I decided to screw the little metal burner cover onto the wooden stake. I thought that might hold up the best in our harsh Minnesota winters. For a little bit, I was considering attaching it with silicone because I use silicone in a lot of my outdoor projects, but I wasn't sure how it would hold up on minus 40-degree days. So in the end, I decided just to screw it. But that is why the back of the head is not painted. Adhesives usually stick better to an unpainted surface, but now I can just go back and spray paint the back of the head when I'm done. So all I'm doing here is using my drill driver. It's a Black & Decker one, cordless drill driver, and I'm using that to attach the metal burner cover to the wooden stake. Next, I needed to attach my little pieces of garden fence to use as the arms. I wanted to first drill pilot holes to try to prevent my wood from splitting, and in the end, one of them split anyway. I probably should have made a bigger hole. I don't know. I have extra pieces of this garden fence, so if anything ever actually falls off, I can always just replace it. So I just went ahead and attached the arms with some screws. Then I drilled pilot holes in the wings and attached the wings to the shutter using drywall screws. And then I attached the piece of wood that's holding the head to the back of the wings. I added one more screw to the front so that there would be something to hold either the wreath or the little bouquet of flowers, whatever I would be accessorizing this angel with. I wanted to use a little hook, but I couldn't find one, and I was really trying to avoid buying anything for this project. And I want to show you both the spring and summer version of this angel and then also the Christmas version. So here I'm just attaching the flowers to the little screw using floral wire. I just wrapped it around and around so that it would look like she was holding the bouquet. Okay, here's my little garden angel in her spring summer form. I think it's so cute, and this is probably where I'll leave it, kind of propped here in the garden. And then I will show you what I plan to do with her for Christmas. Okay, for Christmas time, I plan to take off the white little bouquet, and then I've got my little halo here. So I can just slip this on because it's magnetic. I don't need to do anything else to attach it. That'd be cute if it were like a little askew. And then, got my cutie little, where is it? A wreath. All right, so I don't bounce the camera around too much. I'm gonna put the camera down and I'll show you what it's like with the little wreath. And here she is all decked out for Christmas. I think she'll look so cute here on the porch. And all I did was hook that little wreath that I made onto that same little hook, screw, whatever it is. It's a little crooked. There we go. There we go. So that is the Christmas version of my little angel, and I think she'll look great here on the porch. All right, that's all that I've got for you. Thanks so much to Yanni and Diane for hosting. Please go ahead and check out that playlist. It's in my description box, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.